Hello everyone, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Here I am 5 minutes before the competition began. Not very last minute this time. Should have everything ready for this upcoming competition. And everything I need is the design that I practiced. Which I practiced it on Friday, but I've done so much between then and now that hopefully I remember how to build it. But alright then. Planet Bob was the first one here, so hello Planet Bob. Getting his coffee ready. Spartans, hello. Planet Bob said it's going to be a rough competition for me. I haven't tested my build because I have 100% faith in the accuracy of the Townstar Playbook Planner. Oh boy. I hope it goes well. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. I hope it goes well. I hope it's accurate enough. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to move some stuff around. But there you go. Martin, hello. Jacob says, Zup all. Hi, Dub. Hello, Jacob. Good luck to all. Herb says, hi, all. Good luck, have fun. Hello, Herbs. Homeboy Gaming, hey, Dub. Good day. Good luck. Linda, hello. Morning. Aspie says, have fun, everyone. Hello, Aspie. Mary NG, Rachel, hello. Good morning to you. Jukesy, Citizen, says, welcome. Hello, Citizen and Lazy DC. Hello, Dubs Abroad. Hello, Lazy DC. Ice, ice, baby. Why do you say that? Because some people will be making ice? Actually, I'll be using Master Wizards, but I won't be using them for ice. I still have to do my daily challenge. Maybe I'll do it once my design is done or in between. I'm not exactly sure. Or maybe I'll do it after stream. We'll see. I was informed that it's a marshmallow daily challenge, so if you haven't done it, keep that in mind because it takes a while. I mean, I can get it done pretty quickly, but like, I'll do it a little later. Narinthera TR says, hi, all the best. Hello, hello. Mr. Troopa, happy Halloween in advance. Have a great competition, y'all. Hello, Mr. Troopa. Yeah, we still got about another week to go, but of course, early happy Halloween. It'll make more sense to say that by next week, I suppose. Next week will be the real Halloween competition. Even though this one is a Halloween competition, I guess it's the Halloween box. Some people were joking around, it is kind of scary to make this one because it's not that easy. I don't know if next week will be easier. Probably, it probably will be. But My guess is that next week we'll have a choice between 3 crafts. One of them will probably be the trick-or-treat bag, another one will probably be the jack-o'-lantern. The third one, I'm not completely sure, but there's probably something I'm forgetting that's Halloween related. Thanks for the streams, of course, Citizen. Thank you all for being here. Ives says, hola. Hello, Ives. Martin, don't develop myself, and I saw no NFT from BC on YouTube. I'll do ice. Oh, okay. Oh, did he recommend like ice or something? I'm not sure. I took a quick glance at the design he shared. It seems really good. I don't remember exactly how it looks like, but I think he said he got to 13 per hour with no NFTs required. That sounds incredible to me, because I'd imagine 10 would probably be what I thought was good. I thought 10 per, with no NFTs would be like good, like in the decent range. I heard a few people say they managed to get to 5 or 6 per hour with no NFTs, so you can see that's a pretty big gap just right there, right? There will be big gaps in this competition. Some of you are probably doing 20 per hour, and that doesn't even compare to what I'm going to make. Big gaps. 28, hello. Martin, I don't celebrate demons and death, but ice build. Oh, okay. No, I do ice. He showed a no NFT box thing. Okay. All right. We got a minute to go. And hopefully I have everything ready. The cash is not going to be an issue for me on this competition. I pretty much... Well, look, I still need to do a cash rush, don't get me wrong. But I need to quickly start getting lumber and energy to build everything. I don't think that I'll be able to like do this super fast. Like, don't expect me to be done in 30 to 40 minutes, of course. But I'll try to be quick enough. 4 more seconds, any second now. Noldori says, yeah, 20 per hour here. There you go. And I mean, I don't know where you'll land with 20 per hour, but like, I know some people are making around there. 20 to 30 per hour, right? Is it true? Some people are saying like 35 per hour for top 100. You think so? Or 30 per hour? I'm telling you, the gaps on this are going to be big, especially at the top, because it is very NFT heavy. If you want very high rates on this, beyond the triple digits, it will be very, very NFT heavy. Okay, so river, south, mountain, east. Thankfully, it is the deserts. So there's a lot of open space to start with, okay? It's good. Let me place a couple roads down here. Oh, immediately placed that wrong. I don't need the oil seat. I figure most people will be using it though. I need to create like a rectangle here, I guess. In case you guys aren't aware, from what was said in the town hall, when they pushed the update, they added a new shortcut on the keyboard. I will open the NFT inventory guarantee, as in the I key, not myself, but... Well, yeah, I am opening the NFT inventory really quick. But the I key on your keyboard will open it up so quick that you'll get a globe instantly. Damn. That's not a good start already. I'm gonna refresh my page because I got a globe. I would imagine it's gonna stick around if I don't refresh my page. That might be the fastest globe I've ever gotten. It could just be because I'm placing down the roads very, very quickly. That could be it. We'll see if that keeps happening. If it's because I'm placing down stuff way too quickly, then yeah, I would imagine why else. Mohammed, hello. I think the competition this time is very difficult. What's the alternative? There is no alternative. I think you have to be doing a Halloween box. I mean, Martin says he's gonna do ice, but even if he had the crystal reindeer, it's not going to compete with a no NFT version of Halloween box. I honestly don't know if, wow, nothing saved at all. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, that was a complete waste of the first 3 minutes. That kind of caught me off guard. It just didn't save anything. That's the first time my town gets instantly rolled back to the very beginning. We'll see if that happens again. It's very possible that it just happens again. Yeah, I'm sorry though, but like if you're gonna make only ice, I don't think it's gonna be competitive enough, and that's even with the crystal reindeer. If you got crystal reindeer, diamond water pump, and like legendary Santa's factories or other stuff to help you with the ice build, it might be just as competitive as a no NFC Halloween box build. It might be, possibly. But let me turn on update town offline, and let me finish up these roads. Say 3, 4, 5, 6. So right here. Token Shield, good morning. I feel like one of those was the Diamond Warehouse. I just can't remember which one. I'll check that later. I'm sure I took a picture of it. Alright. So my cash rush is not going to be glass. It's going to be magic powder, which I'm dubbing the magic rush. So some of you, if you want to call it the powder rush, the cocaine rush, whatever you want to call it, go right ahead. And I'll explain it in the little moments. Gotta finish placing down all this stuff. Same setup for the dragon and the tavern as usual. Actually, I do want another dragon temporarily, because the magic rush will go pretty damn fast. Lasha Levan, hello. Looks amazing, but what do you make? It's one event. Yeah, the meta is Halloween box, if that's what you were saying, which consists of 4 items, 3 of which are like high tier items. Jacob, these legendary lumberjacks are so damn fast. I have heard, yes. I do not own one myself, but I have seen some clips. They do look very fast. Herbs just got my first globe. Quite fast indeed this time. I heard somebody say there was like outages again. Is that true? Or people just making stuff up? I don't know, could be true. Alright, well I'm making cash now. I need to quickly set up all my roads. Clear out all this stuff I don't need. I'm gonna get rid of the trade depot too. I don't care for it. Just use dragons. There we go. Entire map cleared. I turned on skins this time. I'm pretty sure I turned it on early. I want to do corrupted luxury open packs very quickly here. And I want to start making lumber fast. I thought that was too fast. I thought I was gonna have to refresh. I like what you made. Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, you mean the content? Of course, of course. Thank you, thank you. Sorcerer is off. Oh, thanks, Tweets. I didn't even realize that. It's such a small building, I forget to turn it on. Let me turn on all the lumber, although I still need wood. I know. And they should all be facing north. Yeah. All right, little sorcerers here. Oh, thank you. I just set it to the wrong thing, but you're right. Just click too fast, I guess. Let's see. They should all be making magic powder, as is the magic rush. So real quick, I didn't even realize this was possible until like a week ago, but yeah, if these NFTs are hard to get, I know, but if you were to have the corrupted pumpkin stand for passive pumpkin, brine stands, which are pretty new, right? They give us the passive brine, and the Valentine stand for the passive strawberries, and a couple master wizards, epic master wizards to start with, because these are expensive buildings, so if you have them to start with, then the better. Then you can run a magic powder rush, which is actually pretty damn good amount of money. The only downside is that you will probably need multiple dragons, depending on how much you're making, right? You will need multiple dragons to keep up with the amount that you're making. And now I'm gonna need to build temporary lumberjacks and all that stuff. Let me finish placing my trees first. Alright, this one I will get top 10 on. No doubt about it. Mostly just because it's NFT heavy. Like, let's be honest, it's gonna be the main reason. Let me fix this road up a bit, because this is actually like a subgrid road, like half tiles. All right, so temporarily puts lumberjacks. I do want the woodshed. I'll have that right here for now. Dang, wrong placement. I do like the new shortcut though. Such an easy thing to add to the game. All they had to do is just add a hotkey. I opens the NFT inventory. We already have the hotkey where F opens the search bar, or the either if you're in the NFT inventory of the shop, F opens the search bar. So having those two in combination, you can now open stuff really freaking fast if you know what you're doing, which is great. It does feel much faster than before. Actually, not the pottery shops, not yet. And I want to do the... loggers. E29, hello. So about 15 minutes in, I have almost all the cash I need. Like I said, cash is not the issue. I gotta build the logger houses to ramp up my wood and lumber, and you really need a lot of wood and lumber in this build. I'm sure anybody with an idea already knows that. That's the wrong spot. Should go here. Alright, I will keep the Tesla coil thing here. Solar panel will probably move around a bit so I can make sure everything gets built. So let's start with this spot. Yeah, some of these will need energy, but that's okay. I could have a temporary energy thing right there. Put a ceramic storage here for later. Obviously, I need some crane bots to build everything. In the meantime, I'll place down some of the NFTs that I know I'll need, like the Haunted Maze Zone. You know, passive nectar, passive clay lump. Aquifers for the passive water drums for the pottery shops. I'll place some more crane bots. I don't need to place on the spooky set just yet. Probably do want as many crane bots as possible because like that's the goal, to build this as fast as I can, since I'll be pumping out materials fast for this one. Town hall will help with the tree craft time, so might as well have that down. It doesn't really matter. Whoops. Just need to have the mineral stands down for the glass. I am gonna have to make glass bottles. Of course. You know what? Go ahead and start making them. I have enough cash, so I'm gonna get rid of all this. It's fast, I know, like 17 minutes to get all the cash I need. And then I'm pretty much placing it all back because I am going to still be using all these stands to make the magic powder, since magic powder is part of the meta. So this sorcerer's hut will have everything it needs for passive and magic powder, basically, or passive creation of it. Lazy DC says 20 per hour good for top 400. It sounds like it to me, just based off what I've been hearing. Right, I got the Air Force badge set done. Might as well build some of these easy buildings. Although I really don't need the, I have enough cash for everything, but I'll go ahead and place down Stars and Stripes just in case. Dream, hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if you watch every stream. I feel like sometimes you watch them, you know, while they're live, but welcome, Dream. "20 minutes in, so far so good. It's going about as fast as I expected." Okay, yeah, I might as well place down all the pottery shops. Rare arts and decor shop. It's gonna go right here. And the rest of them are the arts and decor shops that I just need to build. Sometimes I have to watch later in the day. I appreciate that still. Oh, there's a thrifty winery, but who really cares about the thrifty winery, right? I guess it'll save me like a lumber. Where is it? Thrifty winery. Okay, cool. It still applies it. All right. I'll be using the tables of appreciation to craft the pumpkin pie because it requires less pumpkin and less eggs, and I think one less sugar as well. So very convenient to have here. I'm setting up the setup here for sugar with passive sugar cane and green timer windmills. We gotta turn that one on. Oops. Windmill. Got a crazy amount of wood and lumber. I should probably turn on guided blades, make it lumber production even faster. Got a lot of stuff built. I'm going to like have to rotate all those pottery shops eventually. I still need to do birdhouses and rose bushes, so I'll go ahead and get started on that. Thankfully, I only had that one globe so far. I hope I don't get any other ones. Martin says BC does sound a bit like you, calm, explaining everything with reason. He has a little bit longer hair. First time today I saw and learned of him. Well, that's good, as long as he's explaining stuff very well. And I mean, he does an incredible job with the builds, I know that for sure. I think he does the best job he possibly could with them. Like, whenever I do the no NFT builds, I've said this before, I purposefully don't do subgrid because I know it would be a little bit better with subgrid. You know, I don't try to share the best designs possible. I only try to share pretty good designs. At least that's my mentality with it. But whatever he decides to do, I mean, it's great being able to help the community like that for sure. And yeah, I enjoy making the no NFT builds too, but like I said, for this week I didn't make one. I figured most people probably wouldn't be aware, even though I mentioned it on the streams, but I know not everybody watches the streams. And I talk about it on Discord, and I made a post about it on YouTube. But some people don't pay attention to that. They'll just watch the video and be ready to copy it. I get that. I'm not like against it or anything. But this week for the Halloween box, and probably next week too, I'm not going to be making build showcases. I want to keep focusing on the planner. Probably the week after the whatever next week's meta is, I will probably do a build showcase, and I'll take a little break from focusing on the planner. But I will say I've made excellent progress this past week just working on the planner a lot. Very excited for when it eventually becomes available to everyone. But the upcoming changes to the Townstar Playbook Planner that I've been working on is a big overhaul to how build sharing works. Because right now you could share builds in there, but it'll be public to everyone that has access to the planner. And I know not everyone's... What's that? Sorry, my phone was going off. I think it was like Google or something. Not everybody wants to share builds to everyone. Some people only want to share builds and designs to their group of friends or a specific other user or something like that, right? What do I have here? Oh, a scrub? Okay. Thought it was completely cleared. Martin also said, yesterday we had a powerful ups and for ups on the wrong two contacts on it. Wait, what do you mean? Tech team at Townstar needs you. It would F up a lot less. I am not a developer though. I would have to imagine that the people working on Townstar know what they're doing. A lot of people would disagree with that. But, I mean, they get paid for that, right? They have to know what they're doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? That's the difference. Would be cool to at least like test their content and stuff. You know, that's what we're already doing. We're all unpaid testers for the game basically, since it's in beta. But you know, supposedly they have people they're paying that test stuff. Don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly. Right, I gotta rotate all these, but I don't exactly remember how to rotate them. I think... Oh yeah, one rotation? Okay, yeah, one rotation on each one. Those can... yeah. 3 rotations, I believe. Yeah, because I want all the doors to be facing east. Except this one. That can face north. And these two can also face north. Right, I'll go ahead and turn these on. They will all make wax. I've not started on the ceramic bowls just yet, but I probably should. What are we? Almost half an hour in, and I've built a lot of stuff. When you say ups or UPS, what exactly does that mean, Martin? I don't want to assume that I know what the abbreviation for that is. Oops. Right, fabric plants are pretty expensive, but it's time to build them. Oops, it's like a power station. Oops. So I got both the doggies and Pilgrim Turkey statue. Eggs are being crafted, that's okay. I do need to build out the ATVs. Martin says, smaller than shoebox size thing with batteries and powers out. I think that's what you had mentioned to me before. Okay. It's like a little generator. Annan, hello. I'll be using the arcane earrings to speed up the crafting process of the gold from the one green forge that I will have. That's why I'm placing those now. I will use a thraw right here. I do want to build one sheep pen, but the rest of them I have the crazy sheep NFTs for those. Kakashi, hello, there was no video? No, I did not make a video for this one. I was going to make a video just talking about the competition details, but that, I mean, even if I try to spend a little bit of time on that, it ends up being a couple hours. But no, I just kept working on the planner instead. I didn't have a build showcase, so I already knew I wasn't going to make a build showcase for this one. So like it would have just been a video talking about the competition details. I did see Beastie post a no NFT build, so I'm sure he did a really good job. Like I said, it says he was doing 13 per hour on that. I think that's really good. Hannon says, how can I open the visualizer? So are you talking about the one on the link in the description, the townstarplanner.online, or are you talking about the one that I've been working on? My like, I appreciate the like, Kakashi, thank you. Oh yeah, I think I did have Grand Oaks effect card on. I can barely remember. I did have 2 of these because one of them is on a red craft. Well, it'll be on a yellow craft timer from the one shade from the mountain. It's only on a red craft timer right now because of the crane bots. Can I get rid of those yet? I'm not completely sure. I feel like I'm almost done with the build, 33 minutes in. It is going fast. Go ahead and turn on sugar and pumpkin pie. Mostly I just need to turn stuff on right now. Let's see, I think it was 3 of them making sangria. Should have passive strawberries, just needs to pick up sugar. And the Cabernet. Arts and decor shops, I'll go ahead and turn those on too. So 4 of them will be making the vanilla scented candle. They'll have full passive vanilla beans, which is a massive space saver. And that's just from the vanilla bean stands. I will have these 2 making the candlesticks. And I also have this one making vanilla scented candle. So that should be good to go. I still need to turn on the other wineries, making the Cabernet Sauvignon. And I'll also be using Sommelier Vineyard, reduces the craft time of all the wineries, and it'll also be making Cabernet Sauvignon. Should be good there. Rotate these. Right. Place in the wool production. Gotta make sure everything's facing the road, it'll be more efficient that way. And get rid of this one too. So I thought they use 1 water source, I just put tunnel of love here because this sheep pen right here needs 1 more water. It'll pick up feed from the troughs, which I'll be making feed from the feed mill, so I need grain blaster. And I'll be using just this wheat stand to give passive wheat to these 2 feed mills. Now I know this chicken coop's gonna be on a yellow craft timer because it has 1 dirty. From the fabric plants, all the fabric plants would be making wool yarn. So they go to this storehouse to pick up 5 wool. And then they go pick up lumber from the lumber yard, or lumber storage in my case. Boxing facilities will obviously be making the new Halloween box. I have 3 regular boxing facilities and 1 epic boxing facility. And okay. I still need to make other items. Do I need this? What else do I need to build? I actually don't think I need to build anything. So I'll be making gold. And I need to turn on all the pottery shops. So craft time 58 seconds, yeah. So that means I have all the buffs placed. There might be some effect cards that I'm still missing. Pretty sure I am. Right, these pottery shops I do need to rotate. It's like the most time consuming part feels like rotating buildings because it's slow, it's laggy. And of course I rotate the wrong build. As usual, full passive energy, clay lump, and water drum for all the pottery shops. And I need to place on the 5 NFT ones that I have. Minutes in. Now I can place on the spooky set. This increases the movement speed of the beekeepers and the weavers from the fabric plant shops. We're having the full spooky set down. Turn off Tesla coil. I can get rid of the woodshed. Place down the styling ride for passive iron. And these 2 mills that I haven't turned on yet will be making oak barrels. Since that's what's stopping me from making the Cabernet right now. See, I didn't really need Stars and Stripes. I don't have any space in the guild library either to put it there. Two extra trees here for the extra wood. Okay, garment specialist and Grapevine Express, that's the other one. I already have graded ceramics. I have the art and decor shop one. Platinum beekeeper. Yeah, platinum hasty beekeeper. I think that might be it. I don't have any tractors on this one, as you can see. That's probably why I'm able to, or I'm gonna be able to make a very high rate. What are we? 42 minutes. I think I have everything done and I just need to set up auto sell. Pretty sure. So let's take a look at everything. This should all get turned into sangria, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll do 35. I'll do 30 or 35 for most of these. Eggs, 30. Pretty sure I should use them all though. I'm gonna just flush that energy more than likely, or set, get it to 25 and then sell it. I do need to put the feed, the bulky feed mill, all the bulky ones I think, all the bulky effect cards I haven't put yet. Glass bottle at 35 so it doesn't take up space. Gold will overproduce, I'll put that at 30. Halloween box, 25 of course. Lumber, I will do 145. I don't want my fundamental storage to flood with lumber. I do want some wood in it. Most of you want wood for the grapes. I want wood for the wool. The mirror that we ended up not having to make. The auto sell oak barrels. Oak wood never goes into my fundamental storage. Like, I never overproduce it. Wow, 27 pumpkin pies. I kind of don't want to sell them. I'm gonna hold off on putting them in the auto sell. I hope I don't regret that. I kind of don't want to sell them because I'm pretty sure I will slowly be using them all. Sangria does auto produce, same thing with sugar. A lot of items. So the scented candles I'll put at 35. Same with wax. Wool yarn I'll put at 30. Same thing with wool. I'll also put that at 30. It should be using all the wool though. Might just have had some excess wool. So let me go back here and bulky storehouse, bulky trough, and bulky warehouse. I could also have the bulky lumber storage. I do have oak wood there. Oh, that was from earlier. That's right. I'm not really going to bother with the bulky lumber yard thing. I didn't have it in practice. It's not going to make a difference. Alright, I have 4 Halloween boxes there. Where's the energy at? 17 energy. Alright, I'm gonna get my energy to 25 and then manually sell it. I just don't want it taking space. Oh boy, that's been a lot, and in 45 minutes. I'm gonna assume that I finished the build in like right under 45 minutes. I don't think there's anything else I need. I knew it would be pretty fast because cash wasn't gonna be the issue, and I'd be making wood and lumber very quickly, so there we go. Just as I expected. After I sell the energy, I'll refresh the production monitor and then run the actual test. $18 seconds. What does the planner say? Yeah, almost the same thing. Like 1 second different. Should be good. Sell the energy. Producing pumpkin pies earlier might have been a good idea. Because I do believe I use all of them. Well, in the end, it might not actually matter because I don't overproduce candlesticks, so probably be the same thing. Same thing in the end. I'll go ahead and just set pumpkin pie to auto sell, but I'll set it at 30. Where's my Halloween box? Oh, right there. Alright. Okay. Well, I forgot to show you guys how much magic powder I was making, but we'll wait for some other time on that. Okay. But I believe I am done, so now we'll do the actual test. And see what the rate is. Go ahead and name my town. This is a standard name. Yeah, I give it a few minutes before I look into it. So since I didn't do a no NFT build, I don't know how expensive it is for no NFT. I would imagine you probably need to build a nuclear, well, you want nuclear power for the pottery shop, so yes. You might, I would imagine you need more than one nuke is what I should say. Actually, don't remember how many nukes were in BC's build. I took a quick glance at it, but I don't exactly remember what it looked like. But how many nuclear powers are you guys building? If any, I suppose. I'm using my Tesla coil. That's basically like 2 nukes with the diamond charge station. So. Probably more like 4 nukes. Just so damn strong. This energy NFTs are so useful. But mostly the diamond charge station, it's freaking insane. Well, the same could be said with the diamond water pump. Not using nuke? Oh, okay. Orb of Hope, maybe? For the pottery shops? I'd imagine you'd still want green timer pottery shops. Like, I know Halloween box is a low number, but surely you'd want at least 1 green pottery shop. No, you'd need several, so you do need several pottery shops. 2 nukes. 2 nukes sounds just about right. So, I mean, you need energy for the pottery shops. For the mines, you'll probably be using power plants because those cast dirty anyways. Same thing could be said for the fabric plants. Oh, you make energy. You're going that way with the manual energy. Okay. Since we have the oil seep, that makes sense too. Wait, how many pottery shops do you guys have? Like, I know I'm using a crazy amount, obviously, because my rate's high, and so if you're making, look, I'm gonna make an assumption here. Most of you are probably making 20 to 40 per hour. I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna make the assumption right there. If you're making over 40, disregard that. You're in like top 50 or something. But how many pottery shops do you guys have? Mostly asking those of you who are making somewhere between 20 to 40 per hour. I guess if you're making less than that, that's fine too, right? 10 to 20 per hour if you don't have any or very few NFTs or something. So I'm using like 31 or something. No Dory 9, but probably would get away with 8. Okay. I keep forgetting I have a bunch of effects and NFTs that reduce the craft time, so that's probably why. Alright. 9. That's about like the standard setup I make with the other no NFT builds. I have a nuke and then like 8 pottery shops around it. UC says I make 20 per hour, but I need 8 without a nuke. Okay. And if you had a nuke, you'd probably need less. I know they're wasting time picking up the energy, so I think it would be safe to make that assumption. Alright, I gotta take a quick look at this, just to make sure nothing's busted. So it's only been 4 minutes. The egg rate is correct. Ceramic bowl is close enough. Gold is good, that overproduces. Damn, like if that Halloween box rate, oh my gosh, it's freaking high. Lumber's overproducing. It's actually higher than I think it should be, but okay, that's fine for now. Oak barrels is correct. Oak is correct. Pumpkin pie is, I'm gonna say, a tiny bit lower than what it should be, but once again, I'm glad that I produced some extra pumpkin pie, so it's clearly using the... Okay, now it looks about right. All right. I think it will very slowly use that excess pumpkin pie, which is good. I do like that. That'll give me like an extra batch of Halloween boxes to sell today or something. Sugar's good. That's gonna overproduce. Sangria, it's over 200 per hour. That's good. It's overproducing. The candles look correct. Or the vanilla scented candle, I should say. Wax is correct. I can't remember what my wood rate was supposed to be. Did I take a picture of that? Cedars, hello. Cedars PC, hello, hello. Duke says yes, can only be 6, but not test that. Too lazy to build new. That's fair. Okay, I don't exactly remember what my wood rate is, but I think that's fine. That number makes sense to me. Wool is overproducing, but like at what I expected it to be. Wool yarn, good. Magic powder is now overproduced like crazy, so I don't really care about that. As long as it's there, it's fine. It pretty much looks perfect right now. Actually, that's amazing. So Halloween box is showing 190 per hour. That's not the actual rate. I'm pretty sure it's just because I had excess materials. This should do 182 Halloween box per hour from my final tests. A couple of things I did in the end, but yeah, 182 per hour should be it. Like the very last tweak I made was adding a 4th table of appreciation just to make a few extra pumpkin pies. That made it go from 180 to 182, just an extra 2 per hour for another table of appreciation. Thought that was pretty crazy just to get 2 extra pumpkin pies per hour. It's like that tiny of a difference. But yeah, that already triple digits is enough. Like, what would 100 per hour get you? I would imagine 100 per hour is already good enough for top 25. We were actually talking about that a bit, I think in the Dub 1 chat maybe, but people were asking like, is 100 per hour going to be enough? 100 per hour itself is incredibly difficult to get, so I would hope that 100 per hour would be enough for top 25. I don't know how many, I didn't really ask people, right? So like if Spartans or Planet Bob is watching, like I don't know what rate you guys ended up getting at the very end. Surely it's enough though. Surely, I have no doubt that it'll be enough for top 25, but it's probably maybe half of what I'm making, right? Planet Bob says, oops, I messed up. I forgot to put down the dogs in the planner. Oh yeah, I mean, that makes a huge difference, especially Lucy. Yeah. Drixie is almost 9 times mine. There you go. Yeah, that's why I was saying the gaps on this are going to be huge, unlike Lemonade. The gaps on Lemonade weren't that big. That's kind of also why I struggled to get top 10 with that. And yeah, as you can see, like I said, the gaps on this are huge because there's so much NFCs that would help with this. Spartan says I'm doing 95 per hour. Almost half of what I'm making. Yeah, big difference. So, I mean, 100 per hour has definitely got to be top 25, but maybe a little bit less than that can do it too. Mr. Troopa, I'm at 65 per hour. Let's see where it gets me. I hope top 50 at least. I would hope so too. That sounds about right. Oh, also I do have the little green capes for the boxing facilities. The vampire skin, not the little green capes. We'll see if they pop up right now, but yeah, thank you Spartans, of course, for the vampire skin. I was contemplating buying one too, but I probably wasn't going to, but I do appreciate having the skin. I mean, they move so fast that I can barely see it, plus it's starting to lag a little, at least from my side. So I don't know if you guys will be able to catch it, but they're walking around. Lovers, like a stuttering video. It's starting to stutter on my side, so I'll take your word for it. It's starting to lag a bit. It might just be the workers, I don't know. Oh my gosh, my frames per second dropped so bad right there. Maybe because I zoomed in or something? It's definitely lagging. Radon planner, 75 without dogs. You know what I will say? The planner wasn't that accurate for me on this one. I haven't gotten everyone's feedback on the accuracy for this one. The Townstar Playbook Planner. For me, it's saying it predicts 140 Halloween box, but that's because lumber is wrong. Let me actually mess with it a little bit and see. What if I were to add another lumber mill? Let me do something on the planner real quick. Citizen says, no, you lagged because I just speed applied all my cards. What the heck? Yeah, planner says 140 Halloween box. Let me see what happens if I put another lumber mill. It's kind of hard to get the lumber predictions correct, because you know, how do you comprehend that sometimes like 5 wood has to be deposited to a lumber mill to make lumber, so like sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's not. It's just kind of hard to work with that. All right, so if I add another lumber mill to the planner, to my... Maybe I should just show you guys. Yeah, maybe I should... Hold on. Hold on, let me undo this. Let me undo real quick. Make sure this is... Okay, it is showing it. I'll resize the window a little. No, I think you guys can see it right here. It's kind of small. But... This was my design in the planner. Minus the tree I just took off. But yeah, 140 per hour, not that accurate. It's because of the lumber, like I was saying. Just not doing a really good job predicting that. It kind of struggles with wood. Sometimes it does with the lumber. Because of the idle time, how long it takes for wood to get dropped out to the lumber mill, mostly. But if I were to, you know, if it had the right lumber number, what was it that I was doing? Adding a mill, adding just a hiccup. Yeah, it could be. Adding mill, adding another lumber. So look, this lumber rate is still a little off. I'm actually making a little bit more lumber than that. It's saying 2,271 in case you can't see it. I might be blocking it with my head actually. Actually, I think I am blocking it with my head. So you guys, it's because I scrolled down. 2,271 lumber, so it's still a little wrong, but now it's saying 174 Halloween box. So it's not perfect. There's like a couple hiccups, right? That's a good word for it. But if you know some of the stuff that is obviously not wrong and you were able to account for it, like, okay, I know why this is wrong. And if it wasn't wrong, then everything else is right. And then you get a more accurate number, 174 boxes. That's still, like I said, what happens if I add another lumber mill? I probably won't have enough wood then. Oh, the wax is off a little. I see. Oh, it thinks I don't have enough beekeepers. Okay. Yeah, and most of you guys are probably confused, like, what the heck is he doing? What's he looking at? Yeah, okay. What I was getting at is, like, the planner has been pretty accurate. The production prediction thing, it's beyond what I expected it to be since I started working on this like 3 months ago. Noldori is saying for the last couple competitions, the planner is estimated about 15% high each time. Oh, it's like 15% higher for each time. Okay, yeah. You know, that's somewhat good. I would aim, if I think it's within 90% accuracy, I think it's a success. Now, of course, if it's 15% high, it's probably like within like 85% accuracy, I guess. But yeah, I see it more at the very least. It's supposed to be a reasoning test. If the planner says that you're making Halloween box, it means that you have everything there to make Halloween box. It's like, okay, this is reasonable. You should make Halloween box. If you're creating a design and it's saying you're making 0 Halloween box or you're not making any, it just won't show the number actually. If it's saying you're not making Halloween box, then the planner's like, something's wrong. You're missing an item. You're missing a building. Maybe you're missing a storage, but it's not possible to make Halloween box with what you put on the planner. So it's a bit of a reasoning test. So sometimes I know some people get stuck on that. They'll ask me like, "Hey Dub, why is it not making the item that it should be making?" Because maybe something's not passive, or maybe you forgot to set an item or something like that. It happens, you know. The reasoning test when you're actually playing, you know, the game in the game here. You correctly turn everything on, you know, it's habit, and then it'll work. So it's been running 13 minutes now. Looks like no issues. Nodori says, yeah, use it for general design inflow, then confirm and adjust in practice. And that's how I should be, honestly. And I said this multiple times, but I am afraid that some people will rely on the production prediction too much, and you really shouldn't. I mean, that's what Planet Bob's doing on this competition, but Planet Bob's very smart. He knows how to tweak his builds, he just needs time. So, I'm sure he can manage. That is kind of the most complicated part of the planner, though, is the production prediction. It will never be perfect, and in its current state, I don't really have any ideas to make it much better than what it's already doing. So I know people are like, you could probably make it better, probably learn some more stuff, maybe. But right now, I have no idea on how I could possibly make it better. But yeah, sure, it's possible that I have some, what do you call it? Some, I don't know, I get some new info, I learn something new, and I make it better. It's possible, sure. You know, I don't think I updated the spreadsheet yet with the Halloween box. All I needed to do was just add Halloween box on there. I guess I'll probably do that after the stream ends. But anybody that's been paying attention, just on Discord, you know, Gala Games Discord, Townstar announcements, you'll see how to craft a new item there. I don't know if there's anybody that like never checks Discord and only checks my spreadsheet. Maybe there might be a couple people. Like I said, there's some people that play this game, they never really talk on the Discord, if ever. They might not even use Discord, but they'll still play the game. Yeah, there might be some people. But this game, it heavily relies on Discord information, or I mean, I guess if you pay enough attention, this does say everything you need to know, I think. Not really. It doesn't really. I mean, Halloween box is obviously the meta, but It doesn't really tell you how to make the Halloween box. You just kind of have to figure it out in the shop. Some people are too lazy to do that, I know. But some people can figure it out. Planet Bob says, moved house this week, only had 3 hours, and tons of playbook planner to prepare. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I feel like you moved at least twice now in the past couple months. Am I wrong, Planet Bob? Or it's just been a long process? Just moving around a lot? Or maybe I'm misremembering, but you know, this is what it feels like. Maybe, I don't know, lost track of time or something. I lost track of time, I forgot my days. Citizen says, have a $sign amount that shows the real world current dollar value on your plan build with NFTs. Wait, what? Have a $sign amount that shows the real world current dollar value. The real world current dollar value. I'm gonna need you to clarify exactly what you mean, because I interpret that in 2 different ways. First way, you're asking the real value of the NFTs that are placed. Like if I place down a light circus in the planner, you want the planner to tell you that it's worth like $200 on NFT Harbor, maybe. And you want it to do that for every single NFT, add it all up, and then show you, oh, this build's gonna cost you like $10,000 in NFTs. Or you're asking me to do something else, which is like the value of buildings in real life or something like that. Don't know how I would even get that information. Correct? Okay, I was correct with the first guess. That is a cool idea, Citizen. And that is probably something I would do if it was possible. The first one, yeah. But there's something else I want to do, but I can't do it. I messaged Rostikip a few times. He didn't get back to me on this last message. He might have been busy or he missed the message. But in order for me to do something like that, I need an API from NFT Harbor. So from Rostikip, he needs to create some API that I can use so that I can grab data from NFT Harbor. That way the planner knows the last sale price of the NFT. Because right now there is no way for me to grab that information. I would need Rostikip to help me with that. That makes sense. If I had that API and I could do that, I could grab that information, then your idea I could do. That'd be kind of crazy. Like this build cost me $10,000 worth of NFTs. Let's be honest, this one's probably more expensive than that though. Yeah, I'm using 5 corrupted stands. I'm all the Nourish pen, Brilliant Sheep pens, Diamond Charge Station, Hatchet Hank. I can't even comprehend it. This thing's probably over 20 grand. And that's just at the current token value, which is very low. Back then it would have been more. Citizen says it would be a bit heavy lift, but you know, something for future maybe. Heavy lift, I mean, it's doable, but I would need the API key. You're right that it might cause like a little bit of lag, but like it would only really calculate that if you're looking at if you go to totals, it would do that quick calculation. It would run the API key, get the info from NFT Harbor, and then it would show it on here. So it really wouldn't be that bad. Like it's a cool idea. It is doable. I just need the API key or some API from NFT Harbor to do that. So cool. Thanks for the suggestion. That'd be interesting. That'd probably be a little scary. I don't know if some people would like to see that. Like, can you imagine like using your NFTs and then you check the totals and it says like 15 grand? Yeah, as Planet Bob says, knowing the current value of NFTs would be really depressing, I think. Yeah, I think it would be a little scary. Maybe if it's something, maybe if there's some way to pull it up, but it's completely optional. I don't know, actually. Like, it's a cool idea, but, you know, it'd probably scare some people. No, but what I really wanted to do, though, besides what you mentioned, right? What I really wanted to do is, if you're looking, this is something I did in the spreadsheet before, like when OpenSea was more popular. This was maybe 2 years ago. And I probably could still do it with OpenSea, but that wouldn't make much sense because most of the NFTs now are on the Gala chain. But what I really want to do is, like, you click one of these NFTs, right? And next to the NFT harbor link, it would tell you like the last sell price, or the recent sell price, or the average sell price. I have to figure out which one I would want to use on here. And then you'd have a quick idea of how much the NFT is going for. Now, of course, you could just go to NFT harbor and do all that. But it would be cool to have a way to show that on here. Only thing is, it might slow things down a little bit. I'm not sure how much it would slow things down, because like every single time you click an NFT, it just has to run a quick check. Or maybe all these quick checks are ran as when the planner loads. You know, kind of brainstorming. There's different ways to do it. But that's one thing I would want to do. Planet Bob says, don't get me wrong though, I still want to know. Yeah. It would be interesting to know that. True. Looks good so far. I think I will go and do my daily challenge. I'll give it like another 10 minutes, but I see no issues. It's starting to go back down, but like I said, it'll eventually stabilize at 182 per hour unless I am somehow making a higher rate. No, look at my candlesticks. It's like 182 maybe. That means or 181, 182, somewhere in between there, based on these numbers. And Bob says you only need to check like once a week or over the weekend or something. Do it server side. That would take up less resource. So, yeah. Oops. I think just running it maybe when the planner loads for the user is okay. That's how the thing I have that raise your NFTs, that runs once. Every time you load the planner, it runs it. So if you get a new NFT, like if you buy something, you just refresh the planner and it runs it again. Or I guess just go to settings and run it manually if you don't want to refresh the planner for some reason. Whatever you find easier. Yeah. Oh. Good ideas, though. I do have a update ready for the planner, but I didn't want to do it before. I didn't want to do it last night because like I don't want somebody that's using the planner right now to not be able to access their design for this competition. So I'm like, oh, let me hold off until after the competition. So either maybe later tonight or tomorrow. The thing is, later tonight is the new season of Eternal Paradox. I try to be active on the first day, even though I might not be as active the rest of the season. I still try to be active the first day. Like the most important day snowballs after that. So either, yeah, planner updates either later today or tomorrow. Maybe I'll just do it in a couple hours. I'm not sure yet. Dang, I did want to play like some Mega Bonk. I've not played that for like a week. I got other stuff to do. I got a couple other things to do. I've been working on the planner all week. And yeah, I still gotta do some other chores. I haven't really checked the leaderboard. 3rd place so far. Wow, I'm next to Perriman. Maybe he logged off now. I wonder what Zbor's rate is. He always does a higher rate than me though. Like, I'd imagine he's probably gonna push past 200 per hour, surely. I know for sure I'll get top 10 in this competition. I think I actually do very good on this one. I don't know what everybody's rate is. I didn't really ask. I wasn't really paying attention. But I think I actually have a shot at 5th right now. If I had to guess, I might get 5th place on this one. I might just do better than some of the other people that usually get top 10. Which I don't see them on here yet, but they'll catch up. That's my guess. I'm gonna guess that I'll get 5th. Yeah, I could be wrong. But so far, my guesses have been pretty accurate, so I'll take. Should be good. We'll see how accurate I am. A lot of change on Megapunk. I did read the new updates. Yes, a couple of buffs happened, which is cool. Because I know about the whole leaderboard thing. People were running the same character mostly on the leaderboard. Oh, O-Town showed me this rate. That's impressive. Big gaps. It's like... Lightning Bob says Rust is capable of 100 people hitting his server with update calls, so he will likely need to limit access to his APIs to trust your server and for a certain number of calls. Yeah, I understand that. So what I also could do is make it perk exclusive to anyone with full access. So it'd be a feature that not everybody has. It's another thing I could do. I don't really want to do that, but it is another thing I could do. So here's the thing with the planner I'm working on. I want it to be available to everyone. I really don't want to make... It was never really my intention to make something that was paywalled. So I do want it to be available to everyone. There are a few things that won't be available to everyone. One of which for sure would be uploading builds to the server. I don't want everyone to have the permission to upload builds to the server. Just the people with full access, which are my supporters or people who have already won a key from either helping me out or they got top 5 in that, well, anybody who participated in the last community build showcase event that I made ended up getting a key. So that's full access. Everybody else, eventually, once the planner is public, hopefully by the end of the year, everybody else will have regular access. And the idea is you could do almost everything. You cannot upload builds to the server. And that pretty much means if you want to, you can still load your designs in. You can still save your designs. Let me try to explain what I mean here. I don't want to confuse some people. Let me explain what I mean. So we got 2 build slots. Why do you refresh? We got 2 build slots. You can, if you have a visualizer file, you can load it. You can, do everything you need to do here. You can save your file right there. All good. Okay, all the stuff you would expect. Okay. You could have 2 different files running. I don't remember what I had on build slot 2. It might be empty or it might be someone else's build. I don't know. Actually, don't remember. Hold on, what did I have on here? Oh no, I got a globe. I just realized that while I was looking away. I'll refresh it in a moment. Actually, I'll do my daily challenge after this. It's fine. Oh, it was empty. Okay, let me refresh. And then I'll do my daily challenge after that. Yeah, build slot 2 is empty. So if you wanted to upload something to the server, let me go back to build slot 1. At the bottom here, it's upload builds. This is what I mean, upload to server. Once the planner is available to everyone, if you don't have actual like full access, you will not be able to upload to the server. You won't be able to share your builds with everybody else that has access, or, you know, privately upload it so only you can see it, or group upload so only people in your group can see it, people that you specify on here. You won't be able to do that without full access. Most people probably don't care about this. Some people will. Some people that have guilds and stuff, or groups of friends. And yeah, only the main person sharing would need access to this, because I don't want like a bunch of random people just spamming random crap that on public that everybody can see. Like, I don't want that to happen, and then it's more resource intensive on the server and all that stuff. You will still be able to search builds, load up anyone's builds, leave comments, like, dislike. Everybody will still be able to do that. You just won't be able to upload builds on here that everyone can see. That's the only thing right now that for sure won't be available to everyone. This is a longer explanation than it had to be, but figure I mentioned that now. I'm gonna go ahead and do marshmallows, and then that's probably gonna be it after I do this daily challenge, because I haven't done it. Yeah, but this next update to the planner, it's like completely rehauling how build sharing works. I think it's gonna be so much more impressive. And that's just for the people that use it. I know not everybody cares about build sharing, but I think it's gonna be a really cool feature to at least have for anybody that does use it. Alright, time to make a crazy amount of marshmallows. 30 of them, not just 10, but 30 marshmallows, because that's what Gala wants. Probably would have been fine to just make 10 marshmallows. I'm surprised they wanted us to make 30 on this. Can I do this? Yeah, that works. Oh no, but that... Oh yeah, that'll work too. Yeah. Alright, hopefully everybody's build, Halloween box build, is going well. Oh, it's candy shop. Lollipop shop. Like I said before, we'll see if this pays off. We'll see how powerful the NFT upgrades and whatnot are. Or what we'll get out of all the tokens we've been collecting. Oh, I think I have one sugar station. That might take a while. It's 30 sugar. Yeah, 30 sugar. It's, at the very least, I'll put on the corrupted packs. I should put all the skins on, it makes things faster. It's just that sometimes it glitches up the Express Depot. Let's see, 893. No, it might be fine. Let's see. Oh, okay, it's fine. What else do I need? Oh, all my green bots. wheat stands and vanilla stands. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, I just have to wait until I make all the materials now. Don't need any more salt. Homeboy says, hey Dub, I'm unable to publicly upload my build, which I was able to do till last competition. It says invalid user key. That makes sense. I didn't actually check that. So the next update for the planner, which will either be later today or tomorrow, it's gonna... I got a globe on this. It's gonna completely overhaul the way that build sharing works. So after that update goes live, I think it should work again, homeboy. But right now, because I did some reconfiguration to how that works in the current version of the planner, the live version that you're using, I don't think it's going to let you upload a build right now. So you might have to wait until after the update. And then let me know if it works after that. But right now, you're probably right. It's not going to let you do it because it works a little differently. But everything else works for you right now, right, homeboy? So I checked. Everything else in the planner should work. But the process of uploading to the server, uploading builds to the server for build sharing, I don't think it works right now in the live version. It works right now in the test version that I'm testing. So I thought I figured there was going to be an issue there. I should have turned on update town offline, but let me refresh. I still want to knock out the daily challenge. Might as well do that right now. Shouldn't take too much longer. Yes, I'll go with the rest of it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Herb says, my build is ready. Now let's see if everything is working as intended. Hope so, yeah. Time to check that production monitor. Go back here. How many globes have I gotten? Like 3? Think so. 2 in competition, 1 in daily. A 100 per hour, surely that has to be top 25. I can't imagine it not being. Alright, where was that? So 2 making cornstarch, this one's making sugar. I got 8 marshmallows. I'll turn these things on just in case. Oh, and this one's also gonna make sugar. Okay, that should speed things up. This might be the slowest daily challenge. I figure that's the case for a lot of people. But like, I have pretty much all the NFCs to help me make marshmallows, and it still takes longer than all the other daily challenges. Or maybe some people will argue that honey is harder. No, I can't imagine some people will say honey is harder, actually. I'm gonna try candy shops. Oh, but marshmallows have a super high craft time though, right? Yeah, marshmallows definitely has to take longer than the honey challenge. This is the slowest one, yeah. And I think mostly it's because they have us making 30 marshmallows. I think if it was just 10 marshmallows, it wouldn't be as bad. I'm not really going to complain about the daily challenges, right? But like in comparison, this one's harder than the others. Which it can be a good thing because some people don't want to do the daily challenge if it's harder, and that means more dirt for the people who do want to do it. You know, and if I forget to do my daily challenge, it's so much better for all of you. You get a tiny bit more, than maybe 1% more than what you usually get. It feels that way, actually. I don't know if that's true, but it kind of feels that way. Look, I'm not the one that has the most town points or anything. There's people out there that are getting 10,000 town point claims every day. But it's a lot, like close to 5,000 town points, so. Spartan says, why don't you use the gingerbread house to speed it up? I mean, that's a good idea, but that's not... The lollies aren't what is slowing me down. It was the sugar, which I'm increasing the sugar production now, so I'm good. It was just mostly the items. I have enough salt, I think. Pretty sure I have enough salt. Is it? I might need 2 more salt. No, I have enough salt because some of them are still crafting it. Yeah, salt is good. Cornstarch is actually good already. I don't need more cornstarch. It's just making sugar. Okay, I guess you're right. Maybe at this point it's just about speeding it up. And yeah, I can move that. More sugar. Otan says hot cocoa shallot will speed that craft time up. That's true as well. Yeah. Like I'll just put one there. I don't want to get rid of the gas lane, but that'll work. Actually, this will work even better. So what's this one at? 29 seconds. This one's at 46, and this one that doesn't have any of those, 78. All right, big differences, yeah. All right, just need like 10 more, right? 10 more marshmallows. That's it. I already have all the materials for them, so. Yeah, I should have bought them in windmills. Don't need them anymore. Oh, what's everyone's guess for next week's meta? Like, we know it's going to be multiple star boosted items. I'm just assuming it's 3 items. It could be 4, you never know, but I assume they're sticking to the 3 boosted items. Don't know if we have any other leaks besides that. I mean, that's a pretty good leak nonetheless. We kind of figured it was going to be like that. Like I said, one of the items probably will be Trick or Treat bag. The other item will probably be Jack-o'-lantern. What would make sense for the third? Candy corn? No, candy corn's part of the Trick or Treat bag. So what would be the third item is the thing that I'm not exactly sure of. I think there was another Halloween item, and I can't think of it right now. Other than the Halloween box, I don't think they're gonna make us do the Halloween box again. That wouldn't make sense. That would just be silly if they make us do it again. It's gotta be 3 other items. It's probably gonna be like a Halloween decoration meta. No, but the Trick or Treat bag's not a decoration. Peppermint hot cocoa? That doesn't really make sense to me though. But I guess what else would for the third item, right? And I can't imagine they'll bring out a new item either. As a third option, that wouldn't make sense either. Just be a waste of effort. Yeah, if it is 3 items, I'm not sure what the third item would be. Like, I don't even have a good guess for it. I think it's pretty safe to say that Trick or Treat bag and the Jack-o'-lantern will be 2 of the options. Now, of course, just be patient and maybe tomorrow they'll leak it all to us. I do appreciate the fact that they've been giving us good amounts of information on Wednesday for the upcoming competition. Oh, Spartan says frozen pumpkin spice yogurt. That one makes more sense to me. You might be right on that one, Spartans. I feel like it's been a long time since we made that too. Right? Yeah, surely. Alright, I did the daily challenge. Look, let me place down mixing tent. I mean, they all have pumpkins, right? So you would imagine, hey, let's have a competition. All 3 items. No, wait, Trick or Treat bag doesn't require a pumpkin. What am I thinking? Oh, you make it in the ice cream parlor place. That's right. What was I thinking? I don't remember what you need for it. Yogurt and pumpkin and something else. That's the wrong button. Frozen. Oh, ice blocks. 1 yogurt, 2 ice block, 2 pumpkin. I remember this meta. I did very good in it. I'm pretty sure I had past pumpkins at the time. It's basically, it was the yogurt meta that we did. You just needed to grow pumpkins and make some ice blocks, and that's it. That's why I did good in it. I mean, that makes sense to me. What was the other one? Trick or Treat bag. That one requires candy corn, potting yarn, chocolate bars. Candy corn required cornstarch, sugar, milk. Okay. And then Jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin, wax, cotton yarn. The Jack-o'-lantern and the Trick or Treat bag are like both very similar. Whatever. I'm not gonna think about it too much. Alright, I already did that. No need to speculate too much about that. I'll go back to the competition server. But I already verified that it works, so I don't think I have it on that for that long. Might be just faster if I refresh the page. Well, I don't really see people complaining about the globes on the Gala Games Discord this time. Maybe everyone forgot to do that. Actually, I guess everyone's really focused on their building this time. Botan says, if they do Jack-o'-lantern, they need to boost the cash. I seem to recall that most people will run out of cash unless they have a side cash. Side cash rush. You know, Botan, I would like... Look, Jack-o'-lantern would probably be one of the options, realistically. I can't imagine they wouldn't be. It would be cool if you decide to do Jack-o'-lantern. It is a good amount of stars. They said they did a better job balancing the stars, but... Yeah, right. Well, we don't know. Maybe they did, but I am very skeptical about that. If Jack-o'-lantern was an option and it had a good amount of stars, probably better than the other two options, but it was cash negative, I think that would be really cool. Because first of all, it's an option, and it would benefit the people that have a really good side cash rush. I think that would be really cool, since it's only an option and not the forced meta. It's been a while since we had a meta where you would be cash negative, it feels like. I think that would just be nice to have in general, just every once in a while. Spartan says thrifty boxing facility helpful too. For the next one? Would it be though? Rachel says my build's a mess right now. Oh yeah, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I bet some people's builds would be a mess. I mean, there's so many things you need. Actually, I think my build looks really organized. Of course, I don't have to deal with as much stuff as some of you do. They're all asleep or what? Alright, I'll be here for like another 10 minutes. And I think that'll be it. Gonna eat some leftovers and do some stuff that I need to do. Some chores. Well, I've been hearing people don't like the thrifty boxing facility NFT reward that we'll get for this competition. Like, is it really going to be that helpful? Like, what will it really save you? Like 100k or what? Boxing facility is not that expensive. And I can't remember how many times you build that many of these. Usually you don't need to build that many of these. So yeah, maybe if you're only building like 2 of them, you save like 50 to 100k, right? Dream says definitely top 5 with that build up. That's actually, yeah, I think it's a really good build here. I think I have a shot at 5th place. That's gonna be my prediction. Yeah, I like to try to predict what ranking I get. I will predict that I will get 5th with this, because I think that's the highest rank I could possibly get. I can't beat Zbor or XG, O-Town, or Permin, so besides them, I'd probably get 5th place. We'll see if that's the case though, but yeah, I think it's a really good design here and really good rate at 182 per hour, which is what it will stabilize at. I kind of want to ask what Zbor's rate was. Zbor, if you're here, what's your rate? I won't tell everyone else, but it's fine. If you don't tell me, it's completely fine. Just a little curious. I saw Otan's rate, but obviously I can't pass him up. But yeah, big gaps like I expected. You think my 182 per hour is high? Well, I mean, you'll be able to see by the amount of stars that clearly it still gaps up even higher from what I'm making. Yeah, I mean the differences are huge already. Okay. Doofy, hello. Amazing build. I miss that corrupted Cabernet. Super helpful, yeah. Why did you sell yours? It just wasn't used enough? It really isn't used that often. So the main corrupted stands to have are the mineral ones, that is limestone, chromium, silica. Especially silica, I think, because you can get away with not having limestone and chromium in certain metas just because people own a crystal sanctum. But silica is still helpful, even though you don't need lumber to make silica, but I still find just having passive silica to be insanely powerful to have. But obviously the full set's amazing. A pumpkin stand barely used, but when it is, it's obviously a big space saver. And the grape ones are just very situational. Peppermint and cocoa, in my opinion, suck, but I did pick up the peppermint one from somebody that was selling it cheaper. The cocoa one I don't care about because the chocolate fountains are better. Yeah, the cocoa ones just kind of got screwed with the chocolate fountains. You could kind of say the same thing with the peppermint one though. The gingerbread houses get past peppermint and craft time reductions. They could arguably be better than the corrupted peppermint stand. I think the corrupted peppermint stand really helped for one of the metas that required a lot of peppermints. I forgot what item that was. Actually, the planner would tell me. Otan says Cabernet stand always good to do stack box. You're right. Yeah, it does help with that. And we did need to do stack box a lot, Otan, but what about now? When will the next stack box come back, you know? We did a lot of them already. For me, it was like, alright, I'm just gonna do the same build. Maybe I picked up 1 or 2 more NFTs, so I'll add those in, but it's pretty much the same build. Oh, dry rub. That's what I was thinking of. I got 5th place in that competition. I think. Did I? Well, thankfully, I can check that very quickly, can I? Let me see. Oh, that's fine. Sorry, I got 10th place on dry. I had my things mixed up. I got 5th on barbecue wood. I had 10th on dry rub. My bad. But what I was getting at is, let's see, dry rub requires 3 peppermint. What was the item that required a lot then? Is it for fragrance diffuser? Oh, it was fragrance diffuser. Yeah, fragrance diffuser required 10 peppermint. That's the one where the peppermint sand really helped out. Because I used that in the gingerbread houses. I still need to make vanilla though. Fragrance. Oh, I didn't even get top 10 on that one. When did that happen? You know what? I can't even remember if I had the peppermint stand for this competition. I might not have. I actually don't remember. So forget that. Forget what I said there. I don't quite remember. Anyways. My point was the peppermint stand's not like that amazing to have. But I do have one. And I usually do use it instead of the 2 gingerbread houses because it just saves me 1 additional space. That's assuming I don't need the craft time reduction from the gingerbread houses. In some cases you don't. I'm just checking Discord real quick. Who plans to do the Mirandis event this time, seeing as one of the rewards is going to be a Town Star NFT, you know, even though it's just a skin for a worker that really won't help you. The Town Star NFT that they're going to give out for the Mirandis event, the zombie chemical engineer, it's pretty much not going to be beneficial to you at all. Unless we do a jet fuel meta, which would be so weird. And even then, it won't help out that much, but okay, I guess. Jet fuel meta. When's the last time we did that? But yeah, it's the Mirandis is going to have on the next event, I believe top 230 or top 225 or something will get the zombie chemical engineer skin. Makes your chemical engineers a little faster, 10% faster. I guess if you want to have zombies walking around with your vampires, that's cool. You be careful for that. And if you have no idea what to do in the Mirandis events, I believe you just kill things like the goblins. They'll drop an item called Chaos Trace, and that's your event points. Whoever has the most of that item, you know, you go higher in the leaderboard, pretty much. I don't know how many people participate in the previous Mirandis events. I don't know if it's how difficult it is to get top 225. I haven't really done them just because this is an event that requires a lot of time dedication. The more you play it, you know, the more things you'll kill, the more points you get. Not everyone's gonna do that, but I'd imagine the people that really like Mirandis right now are constantly getting top 25, top 50 and such. You also get Gala on top of that. I don't remember how much Gala it is. Probably not as much as Town Star gives out though. And when was the next event gonna be? Maybe next week? I don't exactly remember. Oh, it is next week. I think it's the 30th is what it says here. And I just don't know if I don't know. I guess there's a chance I might do it. I might live stream Miranda's finally. I've said that before though, and I haven't done it yet. But I guess there's a chance. The thing is, I think Eternal Paradox also has an event that's going to give out Gala, and I think it might be at the same time. And I'd rather do the Eternal Paradox one because it's less time dedication, surprisingly, than Miranda's. Yeah, the Eternal Paradox event is on October 31st. The Miranda's one is October 30th. That's kind of a time clash. They're happening at the same time. I just realized that. What the heck? Nah, I'll probably skip the Miranda's one then. I'd just rather do the Eternal Paradox one, I think. Unless it's just so easy that on Miranda's I only have to play for like a day and I'll get top 225, but I have no idea. I don't know. Clearly Townstar has more players and it's easier. I think it's... it might not be easier to play, that's just my opinion. But yeah, we'll see. Just looking into those events. Cecil, hello, welcome. Even though I'm pretty much almost about to end the stream, right? Let's see. No, that is not allowed. Can't combine them. Like, I got in this question a couple times, but if I guess if you're interested in joining the Dub Guild and you've been actively playing Townstar, and probably if you're at least like top 600, I would say, you can join the guild. You can represent, have the dub tag, you know, like everybody else that has the dub tag in my Discord. But I can't put you in a group because most of the current active groups are either full or they have a high requirement, like top 225, top 100, top 50, something like that. And even those groups are probably full. Like Dub 1, Dub 2 is pretty much full. So like, I get that people want to join Dub and I want to let people in, but I can't actually put you in a group like this because either most of the active ones are full and the inactive ones are inactive. You're not going to get any benefit from them. So I think like I'm gonna let good people into the Dub Guild, but you're not gonna be in a group. And if you're already in a group that's not Dub, then that's probably not allowed. I don't know. I guess I'm not really strict about that. Because people that are asking to join the guild, I think they want me to put them in a group, but I can't put them in a group right now. You're gonna be put in a group whenever guild competitions come back, if they ever come back. That's the thing. So if you're joining the guild, there's not really a benefit to it, if I'm being honest. Right now, there's no benefit. There's nothing really going on with the whole guild thing, unless you're in one of these groups. Like, I have a guild group right here for my supporters, and it's pretty much full. I'm not going to accept any more people into it unless somebody gets removed. So I hit the limit on that. So then I can't make enough space for other people. But yeah, I'm going to respond to some of these messages, but I think you can represent the Dub Guild, you can have the Dub tag. I can't actually put you in a group unless we're doing guild competitions again, and then I can organize them better. Because a lot of people in the inactive groups, they just don't pay attention to them anymore, or maybe they don't even play. But it doesn't really make sense to reorganize all that right now. Just no guild competitions. People don't really care. And like I said before, the people that actually want to join a group, what they really want is to borrow NFTs. And you're probably not going to be in a group like that will lend you NFTs for free or whatnot. So yeah, I kind of said all this before, but I figure I mention it again. I think that's probably going to be it though. I might as well leave this running while I'm eating and then come back and go offline. But yeah, if anybody has any last minute questions, I guess feel free to ask. Ives, why is every week a mess for me? What does that mean? Wait, who passed me up here? Oh, Z-Word passed me up? Okay, I guess that answers my question. His rate's obviously higher than mine. Of course, why wouldn't it be? Okay, now I just need to hold this position. Everybody hold their position. Okay, maybe not everyone. Everyone in top 5, hold your positions right there. That's gonna be it. You know, Otan can get first place. That's cool. Congrats, Otan. Hopefully, right? We don't know yet. I don't know what Pyramid has up his sleeve, right? But you know, this is what I would expect top 5 to kind of look like. Everybody else still kind of has to find their place, right? We'll see. Don't know if anybody will pass me up here. Okay, I got another globe. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it offline. I'm gonna keep getting globes. All right, I'm leaving it offline. I'm gonna refresh the page and what do I have here? Oh, that's fine. Refresh page. All right, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Best of luck on your build. As usual, I should stream the end of the competition, so I will be streaming on Friday, seeing that I got 5th place, hopefully, and hopefully everybody else does well, right? As well as you would expect. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you, Rachel, Juxies. See you all later. Take care. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.